Hello neighbors, I'm Jason Gadd, Mayor of the City of Hopkins. On Tuesday, October 5th, due to technical difficulties, our City Council meeting was not able to be broadcast. And we do have our tech team working on that system. I wanted to take a few minutes here to be able to share with you what happened at the meeting. There was some exciting information that I wanted to ensure that you had. We had 8 items on the consent agenda: minutes of our last council meeting, approving our 2022 council meeting schedule, approving an extension of an on-sale liquor license for Pizza Luce for an outdoor area during the Vikings games in October, approving the administrative fees in Appendix A of our city code. The proposed fee actually changes more accurately reflect the city's staff time and costs associated with those services, approving our election judges for the upcoming election, approving an off-sale lawful gambling application by the Hopkins Youth Hockey for a raffle during the upcoming Thanksgiving hockey tournament at the Hopkins Pavilion, ratifying the checks issued by the city during the month of September, and approval of a 3-year contract with Abdo, Ike, and Myers to be our new accounting audit firm. Then after that, we had 3 items under our new business. First was an application for an exclusive liquor store on-sale liquor license for Mess Hall. And what that means, it allows an experience-based business to receive a liquor license. The mess hall will be limited to only selling liquor at ticketed events to customers participating in an entertainment activity. And sales are not allowed on Sundays, for private rentals, or to-go sales. On a side note, this type of liquor license was developed last year by our staff and multiple departments working together under the direction of council to create something that would attract unique businesses to town. And this was the first of this type of license here in the Twin Cities. And we've seen the benefit with the introduction of Mess Hall, located at 906 Main Street. It will be a place to unleash your creative side through messy art. That means a splatter paint, pendulum swing, acrylic pour, spin art, and more. And it's best to let the owner, Zan, share that with you. And I encourage you to reach out to her. She's full of excitement, and we're excited to have her open her business here in Hopkins. You can check it out at messhallmn.com. Now, the council approved the application and talked about their excitement as well. Second was approving an amendment to our residential recycling service contract to include the provision of residential organics recycling service. Hennepin County updated their recycling ordinance mandating that cities must make organics recycling service available to all households with curbside recycling service by January 1st of 2022. Now, staff evaluated different approaches to complying with this mandate and recommended that council approve an amendment to the current recycling contract with Republic Services to provide for residential curbside organics recycling service. And so effective January 1st, all residents who have curbside recycling service through the city's contract with Republic will see a new charge of $5.50 on their utility bill for this required new organics recycling program. Those who wish to participate will need to contact Public Works to request a delivery of a cart, and the request form will be on the city website shortly. As a council, we've had a number of work sessions with staff on the best and most cost-effective way to provide this mandated service while ensuring the expense was not overbearing. Council approved the amendment to the contract, and I look forward to seeing the program start in January. And finally, we were given an update on the sustainability work within the City of Hopkins that Council directed earlier this year, and that the current work plan for 2022. But I think the best way to share this exciting update is to have our management analyst, Peggy Sue M.A. Bean, provide the update here for you. So, Peggy Sue, I'm gonna flip the camera.
Great, thank you, Mayor. Residents of Hopkins, I'm really excited to give a brief update on the sustainability work that we have ongoing. But first, one of the biggest things that we had talked about at the meeting on June 8th, so if you're looking for some of that original conversation, you can look at the June 8th work session. But one of the things we had talked about was that one of our other staff members, Jan Youngquist, had written a grant to the Minnesota PCA, or the Pollution Control Agency, to receive a Minnesota Green Corps member, which is an AmeriCorps member who will work on behalf of the city for 11 months at no cost to the city. And that member started this month. Her name is Paisley, and I'd love for her to introduce herself.
Hello, City of Hopkins. I am so excited to be serving here, and I just moved here recently, so an even better way for me to give back to the community. And I am going to be here until August, so I'm super excited to get started on community sustainability, air pollution reduction and just working with the waste, recycling, organics, and hoping to reach out to you guys about more of that. And I am super excited because I recently graduated from the University of Minnesota with a degree in environmental science, management and policy, and a minor in sustainability. So I'm super excited to just apply those skills to this new development program that I'm going through to help Hopkins.
Great. And Paisley, you'll likely see her a lot at community events as she helps roll out the organics recycling signups, as well as working on some other initiatives we have here, working on reducing air pollution and community readiness around all of these sustainability initiatives that we'd like for residents to be engaged with. So definitely if you see her, say hi. And then I'm just going to give a brief update on some of the things that we talked about again at that June 8th meeting. So the first is that you'll actually maybe notice if you see the Hopkins signs that have the population count on them, you may notice a new sign right below them that says Green Step City. We recently had Public Works install those because Hopkins is a Green Step Cities 3. So we have done a number of things to be recognized for our existing sustainability efforts, but that is on a scale of 1 to 5, and we'd like to, over the next couple of years, achieve step 5. So staff has done some research understanding what it would take to achieve step 4, which is our next step, and we will begin pursuing that work in early spring to be certified as a step 4 by 2022. One thing that we had talked about with the council was participating in Xcel Energy's Partners in Energy program. That's a free program that Xcel Energy offers to communities who have Xcel Energy service, where they work with residents to develop an energy reduction plan for the community and work with communities to kind of understand where are we spending the most on energy, both in single family homes, businesses, and multifamily properties, and try to reduce that through programs and habit changing. One thing that we really wanted to know from Xcel is if they were really prepared to work in a community that had a high rental population, as we have about 65% of our housing stock is multifamily. And they did indicate to us that they've worked in communities where that's been a really high priority and worked on creating initiatives that are really tailored to rental communities. So I think that that's one of the things that will likely apply for. The application opens in July or June each year, and we're looking to apply to that in January 2023. Participating in Partners in Energy can help the city achieve step 5 in Green Step Cities. So we really thought after we've gone through, achieved step 4, then that'd be a great next step for us to receive that highest achievement for Green Step Cities. One thing that we noticed as we continued the sustainability work was that the city is actually already using a program called B3 benchmarking. So that is a way that in all of our city facilities, we are tracking how much energy use we have from lights and furnaces, so natural gas energy as well as electric, and then using that to make decisions. So we talked about in June 8th all of the solar that exists on Public Works and Fire. So if you're not familiar with that, we do have some solar arrays that exist on the Public Works building and the Fire Department building that contribute to a lot of energy, and also I think the pavilion that contribute to a lot of energy creation here in Hopkins. And so using that B3 benchmarking data helps us make those decisions. And so we're very excited to have that, and that will also help us advance in Green Step Cities. Great. We're also excited to share on Tuesday night that in conjunction with the 9 Mile Creek Watershed District, the city has received a grant of $12,540 to create a demonstration native pollinator and fescue planting garden down in Valley Park. So this is an area along the 9 Mile Creek where we will have demonstration plants as well as some informational signage and seating that can be used as an educational area between us, the 9 Mile Watershed District, and anyone who is really interested in teaching and sharing about how we can improve water quality through native plantings, pollinator plantings, and fescue. So Paisley, who you met earlier, is going to be working on that over the next couple of months to get that planted and underway. So if you're interested in learning more about that or participating, please reach out to either one of us. Another thing that we talked about is just really increasing communication and messaging around sustainability, really working to update the website and putting out better and more updated information regarding sustainability. Again, that's something that myself and Paisley will be working on a lot this year, is you'll likely see in connections, and it highlights more information about the sustainability work that the city is doing, as well as there are already some improvements that have been made to the city's website. So if you go to the city's website and type in sustainability, you'll start to see many of the programs that are available to residents and the work that the city is doing. There are some programs that we have not yet participated in, but we are excited to start participating in. One, for many years, we were a Tree City USA city, and we have lost that designation because we haven't been having Arbor Day celebrations. So that's something you can look forward to in 2022, is we will have an Arbor Day celebration in advance of reapplying for that program. And we're also in the process of applying to be a Soul Smart designee city. Soul Smart is a national program that makes it easier for homeowners in particular, but really anyone interested in solar to really get through the soft costs of solar. So one of the things that will be coming forward to the council soon is a reduction in the permitting fee for residential solar. So if you're interested in getting solar next summer, maybe you're thinking about installing it on your roof, we will be lowering the permitting fees on our side and really working to make it a little bit easier experience as part of that designation. Finally, we're continuing some collaboration with staff and departments. In 2022, staff is working to put together sort of a green team on this, in an internal team, to really make sure we're coordinating our efforts and doing the most that we can around sustainability. So we'll likely have more updates in the future, but Mayor, thank you so much for letting me share this update.
Well, thank you very much, Peggy Sue and Paisley. That's why I wanted to make sure this information did get out, especially since we weren't able to broadcast the council meeting, and wanted to share this with you. So if you have any questions, please reach out to myself or any of the staff, and we'll see you at our next meeting. Have a great day and stay well.